guys, you are welcome back to the channel. So today we are cutting a cut together jumpsuit. What do I mean by that? It's not going to have any half cut at the half length area. It's not going to have joining at the half length area. We are cutting everything together. So here with me, I have this crepe material. This is a crepe material, and I bought 2 yards. So I'm going to use 1 yard for the back. Then I will use the remaining 1 yard for the front. So this is for the back piece. This is for the back piece. Why this is for the front piece. So all you need to do is to fold your fabric into 2, just the way you see me doing in this video. First thing I did was to fold my fabric into 2. So after you fold your fabric, the first thing you need to do is to go ahead and mark from here. This is the pieces side. Here is the pieces side. Why this is the joining side. Like this place is not pieces. So go ahead and mark 4 inch. Mark 4 inch at this part. I'm going to use this color chalk for this 4 inch, so that you'll be able to. So mark 4 inch all through, like so. Mark 4 inch. I believe you can. If you cannot see it, just use your inner eyes. Sorry. 4 inch. This is it. 4 inch. 4 inch. So you are going to mark that 4 inch all through. Okay, guys. So like I said earlier, the first thing I did was to mark 4 inch all through like this. I believe you can see the chalking. But in case if you cannot see it, let me put it aside and let me use this white chalk for you, so that you'll be able to see everything I'll be doing in detail. So the first, after you are done marking it this way, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the shoulder measurement. So I will start from the shoulder measurement. But before you start from the shoulder measurement, you can decide. Let me start from the length measurement. What is our client's length measurement? 56. So 56. So this is it, 56. Then I added 2 inch to the length measurement. That 2 inch is going to be for the folding at the down part and the joining at the shoulder. So when you are done with that, go ahead and measure from here. You are starting your measurement from this 4 inch here. So that's why I first measure out 4 inch all through like this. Do you understand? So from this 4 inch here, that's where I will take my shoulder measurement. We are starting from here. What is our client's shoulder measurement? 15. So 15 plus half inch. That will give us 8. 8. You know the fabric was folded into 2, so it's going to be divided by 2. So this is it, 8 inch. Then I will go ahead. The dress we are making is an armless dress. It's not going to have sleeve. So if you are making an armless dress, instead of you to use the same thing you are using for your shoulder measurement, you don't need to do it like that. So I'm going to be using 7.5 for the armhole. So the difference is, you know, when I mark our client's shoulder measurement is 15. 15 divided by 2 will give us 7.5. So when you are getting your armhole circumference, don't add anything. Just mark exactly your client's shoulder divided by 2 for their armhole, because it's not going to have sleeve. So I will go ahead. I will connect these lines together. I will connect this together like so. That's the first thing you are going to do. Connect it as shown. Can you see that? Connect it like this. Then we are going to leave it as it is, because I'm cutting a cut together jumpsuit. Outer neck. It's an outer neck I'm cutting. So I will leave it as it is before I move to the neckline. Then as it is now, go ahead and measure your client's bust measurement. What is our client bust measurement? 35. 36, okay. 36. This is 36 divided by 4 will give us 9. Plus, you don't need much sewing allowance when you are making this type of dress. Just 1 inch is okay for your sewing allowance. So this is it. Plus 1 inch. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and measure my client's half length. My client's half length is 16. So I'll mark it out like so. Can you see that? Then at this particular place, I'll go ahead. I'll mark my client's waist measurement. Our waist measurement is 29. 29 divided by 4 will give me 7.25. 7.25, which is 7.25. Then plus 1 inch. So this is what I have. Then go ahead and use your French cuff to connect all the dots together. So this is it. This is my client's initial measurement. I believe you are getting what I'm doing. So this is it. You know I added 1 inch for joining allowance. So this is the 1 inch. You don't need to add too much. You don't need to add too much like that. So the next thing I'm going to do now, from my client's half length, I'm going to mark 8 inch or 8 point. Let me use 8.5 for our hip line. So here is my client's hip line. So this is where I'm going to measure our hip measurement. So I'm measuring our hip measurement from here. Hip measurement from here. So what is our client's hip measurement? 39. 39 divided by 4 will give us 9.25. So this is it. 39 plus just 1 inch, just like I said. So then you connect it as shown. Connect it like that as well. So this is it. I believe you are getting it. It's as simple as this. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Very simple. Very easy. So when you now get to this place, the next thing you are going to do now is to get your client's crush depth. Now, How do you get your crotch? I will tell you 2 ways to get your crotch depth in this on this particular tutorial. It's either you measure your client from their shoulder to this place. Let's see. You can just show me. It's either you measure your client from their shoulder down to this point, like this, or you use your lapse measurement divided by 2 plus 2. So now my client's lapse measurement is 26. 26 divided by 2 will give me 13. So this is it. So I'm going to measure that 13 from my client's half length. 13. This is my client's what is it called? Here is my client's crotch depth, 13, then plus 2. You can do plus 2, you can do plus 1, you can do plus 1.5. Any one you use is okay. So now I'm going to use plus 1.5 for my client. Or let me use plus 2 to just be on the safe side. So from the waist area, my client's lapse measurement divided by 2 plus 2. That's what I'm using for the crotch depth line. I believe you are getting it. So I will go ahead. I will mark it. I will mark let me just mark the lines like this. So before you do anything, I will advise you to get this line downward like so. Get your body measurement downward like that. So what do we have here? For the hip line, we have 10. So we are going to measure that 10 downward like this. 10 plus the 1 inch we are using. So this is it. 10 plus 1. That's 11. 11.5. Okay. 11. So just go ahead and measure that 11 downward like so. Just to get the shape downward so that you will know what you are doing. You will not do mistake. So that's why you need to do this. Don't forget that here is our sewing allowance. This graceful shock. So this is it. So now the next thing you are going to do when you already get the down part of the down part of the shape you are working with, the next thing you are going to do at this crotch depth line, go ahead and measure your client's lapse measurement, which is 26. 26 divided by 2 will give us 13. So this is 13 plus crotch extension. You can use 1 for your crotch extension and you can use half inch. So I'll use half inch for my crotch extension. So that is that about that. So you can now go ahead and extend this to this place. This is the one I'm using, this particular place here. So the next thing you are going to do before you are going to now connect your crotch depth line to your hip area. So you can use your French cuff to do that. So this is it. Are you getting it? So this is it. The next thing you will now do now is that for the leg part of your pants, what do you want to use for the leg part of your pants? Let me see. For my own now, I want to use 11. So the 11 I'm using, you measure it from here. This is sewing allowance. So you measure the 11 inch from here. Measure the 11 inch from here. So I'll measure the same thing, 11.